The following program likely contains material that is suitable for mature audiences only and not suitable for children. It is by far not the nastiest stuff you'll find on TV, radio, or the internet, and will probably make you laugh more than it will upset you. However, because some people, especially in the South, are so damn sensitive, we feel obligated to warn you ahead of time. So if you've accidentally stumbled upon this program and are not a legal adult who is ready, willing, and able to be completely offended, navigate away from this station and log on to IHateTheFirstAmendment.com. You will feel better about yourself.
T Radio V. Radio in TV. Radio in TV.
How do you want it? I can't help myself from singing. Good morning, world. Good morning, and thank you for tuning in to Love Jays on TRadioV.com/LA. My name is Justin, also known as Mr.J.
And I'm Joy, also known as Miss J. We're dancing here.
We are dancing.
I just want to get my groove on.
I love it. Jackie in the control room is just bringing cuts.
Yes.
3 weeks in a row. How do you want it?
How do you feel?
Coming up as a... All
right.
Okay, I'll stop. I told you, every time I'm singing. We talked about it last week, but I'm coming in if I know the song, I'm coming in singing every time.
All right.
But anyways,
do what you please.
We have a great show lined up. We have a great show ahead. We actually have two guests today. Two guests, both not from California.
Oh, wow.
Yes. So,
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, you didn't think about that.
We have out-of-town guests. Look at
I
us.
know.
Big time.
In our next segment, we have Evangelina Hemphill coming from South Carolina. She is a relationship and business coach known as the Glue Guru. And let me tell you guys something. We went to dinner a couple nights ago. Just to, hey, how you doing? Catch up, talk. And I wasn't prepared for what Miss Evangelina did to me. Broke me down.
She read your life.
She really did just read my life through and through in about a 2 hour, which turned into about a 4 hour dinner.
Oh, we were there from 6:30 to 10:30.
Yeah.
I needed to go to Barnes & Noble. It closes at 11.
But we got there.
We did get there.
And we got some books, but we'll talk about that later. But no, Evangelina is the real deal. The Glue Guru, we're going to talk about her, all the great services that she provides for her clients. And then we also have another special guest. Joy, go ahead and talk about that.
We have a poet in the house, Mr. Shane Romero. We are so pleased to have him. So she read your life to you. Shane reads everybody's life to them. He's just so real with his words. So we're really, really excited. You guys are in for a treat.
Yes, they are. And if you guys have noticed something, we decided to switch sides.
Yeah.
So I know you guys are saying, hey, this isn't the side that I'm used to seeing.
We'll see how this works.
So we're going to see how this works.
So
because
basically, Miss J decides which side she looks better on, and we go from there.
So I just want you guys to know, I didn't have anything to do with this. This was all the lady sitting across from me.
It's just a switch.
So which side does she look better on? Tweet us.
It better be both sides. You know what's good for you.
But you guys always know, as always, the phone lines are open. Please call us. We love to have a conversation with you. Single people, those in a relationship, those in love, those who just want to talk. We love talking to you, and you know I love me some talking.
Oh my
855-TRV in LA. That's 1-855-878-4652.
All right, babe. How was your week this week?
My week was really good. I had a really productive week, and I can't complain. I really can't complain. It was a good week, but. Yeah, we won't talk about me.
Say, are you really going to talk about this right now?
No, I'm not going to go into details. Okay, let's just open up. All right, we'll open up. It's not been a good week. It's been a good week. It has been a good week, but I'm just going through.
You're alive. You're breathing.
Exactly. I'm alive. I'm breathing, but I'm going through some transitions. I'm going through some transitions personally, and they start to take a toll on you after a little while. But in the words of good old Evangelina, I need to relax.
Yeah, you do.
Just relax.
Well, if you read your post, support during a transition, you talk all about it.
Yeah, I really did. And that was really therapeutic, by the way.
Yeah, that may or may not be a plug for www.lovejays.com.
No, it was definitely a plug.
Yeah.
Go to the search bar, type in support during a transition. Basically, I just poured out my life for 18 months. It's not a sob story. I'm not one of those. Guys.
No, it's just what's going on. It's real. It's real talk.
What's going on?
Which is important. We need real talk. More real talk.
No, we really do need more real talk. Anyways, moving on. Moving
on to what we did yesterday.
To the news yesterday.
No, not the news. No. You want to talk about the news
Yes, I want to
first?
talk the news
All right,
first.
well, let's talk about the news.
We're going to talk about the news first.
All right.
Lil Wayne.
Yes.
TMZ.
TMZ. Come on, man.
TMZ. Yeah, I try not to talk badly about anyone.
Yeah.
because I understand that this is a business and all that jazz. But Lil Wayne,
We're not talking badly. This really happened.
just really
We're
honestly.
just
So
speaking
Lil
facts.
Wayne was, I guess, reported to the hospital and for seizures. And
Admitted.
there
He
was
said reported.
Did I say reported? Admitted.
He reported. He
I
was there on
he was
time.
reported to the hospital.
Yeah.
He reported to the hospital. He was admitted to the hospital. And TMZ broke the story, and then they just started adding a lot of these extras on top of
Yeah.
the story, saying he's on life support. They're not going to make a final decision until his mother arrives. And Mac Main went on Twitter and kind of went a little hard on TMZ, and I support that. And for me,
You support him going hard.
it's a people will say, oh, he shouldn't have gone out like that. He should have been more professional. But in the industry today, exploitation is valued more than actually reporting facts.
Yes.
And
Agreed.
And life and death is not something to joke about. We got the first story to report this person's on their deathbed, or like, where are we at, America? Where are we at?
There's a death hoax every other. They'll say someone died somewhere, and you're all sad for 5 seconds. It just so happened that there was some truth to this story, which caused, I think, more of a panic.
I don't mind bringing truth forth. That's not the issue.
Yeah, but they didn't.
But
need to
when
go
you add all
overboard.
these extras, he's going to be on life support. They're not making the decision to pull the plug. Like, where are you getting these details from? And even if you are getting these details, why are we throwing it out there in the way that's just so tacky?
Wouldn't it be funny if it was like someone posing as a nurse who's like, "Here are all the facts," and then somebody got excited because they thought they had a breaking story, but it just wasn't.
So I'm upset. I'm
Yeah.
TMZ. I'm upset. I'm really am upset. If you want to report facts. Exploitation. Let's get a grip. Get a grip.
Yeah.
If someone from TMZ would like to call and argue me, I'm more than happy to sit down and discuss
Oh
with
lordy.
you. Please.
Okay.
I'm upset.
Joy's moving on.
Okay.
As I sip my coffee, you're passionate. I see.
I am passionate.
Okay, so we went to the beach yesterday,
We did.
and it was wonderful because Joy loves the beach.
She does love the beach, but we were a little fooled because it was nice and sunny out here.
Yeah.
We stay in Burbank.
Hot,
It was
like,
nice, hot,
very,
sunny
very
in Burbank.
hot. And we went down to Malibu, and it was just dense fog everywhere. You couldn't even see the water until you got right up on it.
Like, when I say right up on it, I mean actually onto the sand.
Yeah, on the shoreline. So anyway, we brought some reading. We'll show you our Instagram photo because I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah, we I'm not a. I won't say that. I want to get more into reading.
Yeah.
I enjoy a lot of books, but I never get myself to start
There it
reading.
is.
And you'll see on the screen the difference between Joy and I. And
I was
ju-
literally reading fairy tales. Literally. And he was reading a book called The Power of Patience. So the caption was, she likes fairy tales and he's trying to figure out how to deal with it.
Yeah. So and we put in the caption that this is really just describes our relationship
It
in a
does,
box.
though, really, because he's constantly frustrated, and I'm constantly like floating around, skipping somewhere. Like
Literally, true
that's our
story.
relationship.
And we talked about in the first show that Joy really does live up to her name.
Yeah.
That is what she's about. Always happy and always bubbly. And I've been told that I'm a little grumpier than the average 24-year-old.
He's like the seventh door, just the taller.
I'm
seventh
not
door.
that bad.
No, you're pretty.
So we stumbled in Barnes and Nobles, and we walked in, and I looked left, and sure enough, there was this book that said The Power of Patience. And I've been told my entire life, Justin, you need some patience. Justin, you need patience. And I didn't want to hear it. I really didn't want to hear it. And even when I thought I had patience, I really realized that I don't have patience. And as anyone knows who's in a successful relationship, if you do not have patience,
Can't make it work.
you're not going to make it work.
I've been overly patient, I would say.
Without a doubt.
Yeah, I've had to overcompensate for your lack of patience. So I'm really excited for you to read this book.
But I have gotten better.
Since when? Yesterday?
No. That is so rude. I'm not that bad.
Love you.
5 years. 5 years. We've been in this 5 years, so I can't be that bad. But yes, Joy is.
Or you could, and
is
I
very-
could be extremely patient.
You are extremely
Loving
patient.
It's just wonderful.
But that's why I
All
picked up
sense
this
of the
book.
words.
Any of you, all the brothers out there, sisters out there, I've read through the first three or four chapters, and it's really good. And I am reading the book slow, and the author encourages to read the book slow. And usually when I read, I fly through things all the time. And so I said, actually, I'm going to read this slow. I'm going to take my pen. I'm going to underline and annotate things that really relate to me. And so I'm reading slow, and it's actually A really good book. I said only 4 chapters in, but if you struggle with patience, whether it's your life, whether it's your job, whether it's relationship, all 3 things in which I struggle at, and patience in all 3 of those areas, definitely pick up the book. It's definitely worth the read. I believe the author was M.J. Ryan. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure that was the name of the author. Yes, M.J. Ryan.
M.J. Ryan.
It was definitely there. So pick it up, Barnes & Nobles. It was actually on sale, $8. You guys can all afford that.
We need to get paid from this author. Okay. Let's discuss a question that we got from our blog about dating in the workplace.
Dating in the workplace. So if you guys do not know, we do operate on our blog, the one-stop shop for the male and female perspective on all things love, www.lovejays.com.
Oh, we should be like .com. Oh, no, that's already a thing.
That is already a thing. That's why I did it like that.
All right.
But no, the question was, it was dating in the workplace, and
we have had several questions about dating in the workplace, but this one kind of stood out. So we just, decided to shine some light just in case anyone finds themselves in a similar situation.
Yes, the question was, we all know the old adage, don't shit where you eat. But things are changing, right? Dating coworkers is kind of okay. There's the guy that I've recently started talking to, and we've been working together on a couple of projects lately. On these projects, he's a little bit more of my superior. Is that okay to date him? Also, he might possibly have a girlfriend. What is there to lose? But at the same time, how invested do I really get? Joy has so much to say, so I'm going to just stop.
What is there to lose? Let's go with your dignity. I was with her when she was writing this. It was like, okay, dating someone in the workplace, it could get a little messy, but if you feel like you have a connection, cool. But then she's like, he has a girlfriend, and I was like, stop right there. Or he might have a girlfriend, which means he has one. It's kind of like that. Well, he might kind of well, unless he doesn't believe in titles, like every other man out there. See, this is what happens when you don't believe in titles. Some other VZ is at the workplace trying to get up on your man. What was I? I forgot.
You know what I'm saying? I wish. Please take the camera and look at her face. She is red. The makeup might hide it, but she is fuming red. Looking down. Don't look at my face. Don't look at my face.
No, honestly though, I can't even. Okay, so basically, if someone has a girlfriend, fall back. That's just how I feel. And I know that there's that whole you're single until you're married, blah, blah, blah. But have some respect. And I was once told by a wonderful woman in my life who said, how you begin is how you end. So if you start and the man is, tied up with somebody else, chances are you're going to end with him being tied up with someone else. So just don't do it. Don't do it. Mr. J, what's your opinion?
I mean, I agree. I'm not gonna argue that. It's definitely, there should be some respect with a girlfriend, and it goes back to the whole title thing. If you can say, hey, that's my girlfriend, usually most people will say most, underline, because not all, will have some respect and understand. But let's go on to the most important part of this question was dating in the workplace. And I'm conflicted about this. I hear some people say, yes, dating in the workplace is fine, or maybe you should not date in the workplace. And specifically in this question, she talked about dating a superior. And I'm okay with, if you meet someone who's interested in you, or the two of you really hit it off, you guys get along and you work together, and then you decide, maybe, hey, we should go on a date, and we try dating, and then things end up working well. Who are we to say that you should not open yourself to love? Because love can be found in all the right places.
I agree with that.
However, I do feel that there is, when it comes to dating your superior, I think there's a tight line that needs to be walked.
Yeah.
Because if you're dating someone where, if you guys are on the same horizontal, horizontal. I said that twice. The same horizontal.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. The same horizontal platform. You really don't have to worry if things don't go well of them saying something negative. But if you're dating your superior, if there's a promotion at stake that you may not get, they're upset with you, they're mad, they can hold this and hang that over your head. And also you have people talking about your relationship in the workplace. So, I don't know. What are your thoughts? I put that, maybe it's not the best idea, but at the same time, who am I to say that you can't open yourself to love in any avenue? Call us in. Let us know your opinions. 855-TRV NLA. Up next, we have Evangelina coming in to join, so stick around.
Porn has f***ed women up.
Porn has f***ed everybody up. I don't think it's a result of porn because a lot of girls don't watch a lot of porn. I think it's more like men are turning into faggoty p***s and women are responding to that by saying like, be a man, pull my hair, smack my ass, treat me like a girl, and dominate me because that's what I like. I was with the guy for 7 years and he never did any of that to me. Like, I never wanted him to overpower me or any of that stuff. But like, now that I'm not getting anything, I'm just like, you gotta like be a caveman and like throw me over a rock and just pound me until I puke.
Racial Profiling, Wednesdays at 3 p.m. on T Radio V LA.
T Radio V.
We've all had to live on the casting couch at least briefly.
Have you really?
Yeah, we've all had to sleep with at least one casting director.
But I mean, have you ever been propositioned?
I have.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What do you do in that situation? Do you do it?
I don't know how to tell you this, but I just do it.
Is he being serious? Okay.
Just do
Well, okay. When Eric and I met,
Yeah.
I was a casting director.
Oh.
The Nuzzy Show, Wednesdays, 5 p.m. on T Radio V LA. Taking live phone calls with Court McCown and Steel Panther.
Hey, Stephanie, where are you calling from?
Philadelphia?
You're another one from Philadelphia.
Oh, hi.
Wow, you guys are popular in Philadelphia. How old are you, Stephanie?
I'm 15.
15.
Night Court, Tuesdays at 4 p.m.
Everyone just stepped away from the microphone.
Court,
Yeah.
she looks 16.
on T Radio V LA.
Radio and TV.
When you're trying to make your money, it can become stressful. It can become stressful, damn it. Ha! That's what you don't do when you're fooling with a wild stallion. Then why would you put that on my life? We're going to be here for a very long time.
Real and Chance, Tuesdays, 5 to 7 p.m. on T Radio V LA.
Oh, no they didn't, dog. No they didn't, dog.
T Radio V. Radio in TV. Radio in TV.
Hey. Hello. Welcome back. TRadioV.com/LA. We are the Love Jays. We're here with Evangelina Hemphill. We've been saying her last name wrong. Apologies.
My apologies for that.
Welcome. How are you today?
I am very well, thank you.
We're
Thank you for
happy to
having
have
me.
you. Well,
Say, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
Go.
And now, how was it coming from South Carolina to LA? Did you have a pleasant ride?
I did. LA is a second home.
Okay.
I like that.
I've been coming to LA since I was 5 every year.
So what brought you out to LA? We know it was for us.
It was for you.
Okay.
It was for you. And I also attended a conference. My business coach, Allie Brown, had
Okay.
our annual conference. So I was out here for that and was able to come here to the show with you guys today.
Well, look at that. Look at that. We appreciate that.
Thank
We love
you.
having a little Southern charm in this Hollywood studio. We really do appreciate that.
Absolutely.
Something nice and new and different all at the same time.
Yes.
All right. You want to hit her up with the questions?
So,
Are you ready?
obviously, you
Bring
are
it
you are a relationship coach.
I
You
am.
are a business coach. But most importantly, how did you get involved into the business of love?
Business love, your relationships, they're connected. People want sometimes to separate their careers and their businesses and then, okay, their intimate relationships separate. But you are your single self.
Mm-hmm.
So it affects however you are, whoever you are, it affects every area of your life. At the office, in your business, with your husband, with your children, with your best friend. You're you before you're any of those other titles.
So you don't believe that you can separate business and home or any of that from your life. It's all in one.
It's all one. When you try to separate it,
'Cause it's you.
You get off balance. You're you, no matter where you are, at the office, at home, on the playground, at the movies, shopping.
I like
You're
that.
you.
I like that a lot.
So there it is.
There it
It
is.
can't be separated.
No, which is a very great point, I think.
Thank you.
So what led you into starting into this relationship coaching particularly? What was the aha moment that said, I want to do this for a living?
The aha moment was, well, I've been coaching literally all of my life. All of my life, I've been mentoring, coaching someone. But the aha moment was my background being corporate America. Corporate America, you build up a certain skill level, or, to climb that ladder, to be successful, that if you're not mindful of what you're doing, You're going to get rid of those skills needed for intimate relationships: compassion, love, caring, sensitivity. Those don't really mix well with climbing the ladder, so to speak.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you're preaching right now.
So with those skills being kind of put on the back burner or tossed to the side, you're not keeping them warm and on fire. They're on the back burner, on off, while your career is on the front.
Cooling.
Cooling.
Yeah.
While your career is hot and heavy and it's going well, but your intimate relationships, whether it's with a friend or your husband or your children, they're suffering. So you're successful in one area and not so in the other.
I like that balance. You got to balance it. You got to keep all the burners burning, baby.
You really do.
Gotta keep it hot.
I want to know, how did you become known as the glue guru? Tell us.
Well, that name came from a course that I teach, the glue that holds your marriage together. And in that course, I take women through self-awareness, really identifying with who you are, having a healthy self-concept, and then communication, being able to effectively communicate with people in your surrounding, and then going into the intimate piece of a relationship. And then for the marriage, the sex. And those are all the parts. And that's the order as well. Not sex first, and then you kind of tag on the other things. It's in that order. Self-awareness, communication, that intimacy, and then the sex.
Got it.
So intimacy followed by sex. I feel like a lot of people have that in the reverse.
They have it reversed.
Do each other and then get to know each other later.
Right.
Yeah.
And those are two separate entities, intimacy and sex. They work well together, but they're separate.
I want to ask you too, for the ladies watching today, what's the great tip you can give for the married women looking to spice things up in their marriage?
They need to start back dating their husband.
Start back dating their husband. Go into details. Go into details. I want to hear it. Go into details.
The details. Think about when you're dating. Everything's fun, exciting. You look your best, you smell your best, you do your best. Okay? And then once you say I do, sometimes it goes downhill real fast. You throw some bills in the mix, you throw some kids in the mix, and it's not as sexy and spicy anymore. You may not look your best anymore in front of your husband. You may do things that may not be as nice anymore in front of your husband. You're thinking about the kids, you're thinking about bills, so it's kind of like that spicy is out the window. That doesn't really go well with the kids and the bills per se, or that's the concept of it.
Okay.
So get back to dating your husband.
Yeah.
Do date nights.
Get your sexy back.
Get your sexy back and keep it. You can do it. I do it every day and do it well.
All right now.
It's like, maybe I need to get my sexy back.
Legs shaking. All right now.
And for the viewers and listeners, I am married and I have 3 children.
Yeah. You don't look like it at all.
Right.
She looks good.
No, you look real good. So you had mentioned that you primarily focus on women. Why did you decide to focus on women? And is that your only client? And if not, do you deal with men? Or kind of just, hey, if I need to talk to you, I will.
My target market is successful business women.
Okay.
That have developed a skill level for success. They know what it tastes like, it smells like, they see it every day, that need help in those intimate relationships. Because they can be just as successful in that side of their life as well, that part of their life.
You can have it all.
You can have it all with the right. People say work-life balance. I don't really use that because the underlying message is the choices you make. There's not a magic scale that it's the choices you make that balance out the things in your life. So work-life balance really doesn't exist, aka it's the choices that you make that will balance out the things. But I don't seek out men. If men reach out, I will coach them with their business. I will coach them with them and their wife or girlfriend per se, but I don't go seek out women.
Okay.
I mean men.
Well, I appreciate that because, as I said in the previous segment, for someone that doesn't seek out men, you sure broke this man down.
Because I'm good at what I do.
Oh, okay. I respect that.
Excellent.
That's the athlete in her.
Absolutely.
That
I'm
really
good
is.
at what I do.
So, man, I'm going to let you know, even though she may not say it, you might want to seek her out because I wasn't ready. I was not ready. I had sent home with some homework, journal assignments, the whole 9. But I really did appreciate that.
Absolutely.
I am going to get that. I'm going to let you know. I'm going to write it down. We're going to be in contact. I'm like,
Absolutely.
Look, I'm moving on. So, now, what is one of your favorite success stories with one of your clients?
favorite success stories. Had a client that was very successful, made a lot of money, didn't have any problems in that area in her business, but was a wife, was a mother, and was trying to outsource her, I'm gonna say, wifely or motherly duties, because as a successful woman, you develop, I'm in charge, I'm the CEO, I'm the boss, and that's true at the office. But at home, your husband is not a VP of some area of your house. And your children are not your paid clients. That's your husband, and those are your children. So with the right choices and to get everybody on board to be a family, she can be just as successful at home as well as she is at the office. So you have to take that CEO hat off when you come home to be wife and mother. It's different. You can use those same skills to be successful that you climbed that ladder and built that amazing business with, but you have to use them a little differently.
It's not even a Sunday and you over here preaching.
I'm preaching.
You over here preaching. And said, we don't, you know what? I'm not even going to church tomorrow. I'm getting it here right now.
I like that, though. I like that analogy. I think that probably resonates with a lot of people. Anyone who hears that even today, it's like, oh, wait a minute, because it makes sense. It lines up. So husband's not your VP and your kids are not your clients.
That's it.
I like it.
Very true. And you did mention you were happily married. How long have you guys been married?
Be 9 years in July.
9 years in July with 3 kids.
With 3.
Now, how does being married with 3 kids impact your work in the corporate life, but also your work as a relationship coach? And do you take your own learning experiences and apply them with others?
Absolutely. Sometimes life can be the best teacher. Because I experienced just what I coach my clients on initially. Getting married, coming home from the corporate job, from the office, coming home, if you're not conscious, you don't take those hats off. You're still in, I need this now, we're going to work on this project, let me assign this to this person. That doesn't work at home. That doesn't work. Take off that hat, be wife, and be mom.
Yeah.
For your family. Whatever that looks like for your family, be that for your family. Take off the CEO hat. Take off the, I'm the successful millionaire hat. Take that off. That's important, but that's not who you are to your husband and your children, to your family.
So you learned from experience is what you're saying.
A lot of it.
Yeah.
I did.
You had a saying that you said at dinner and I really liked it. I'm not telling you what I've heard, I'm telling you what I know.
Right. And I tell my clients that, sometimes you may say, well, I read this in a book. Well, if you're reading an instruction manual that doesn't tell you when things go wrong what to do, okay, once you experience one problem, you're going to be in trouble.
Yeah.
Because you're stuck. You don't know what to do. So I took my textbook experience and mixed it with real life experience. And I am a phenomenal coach.
Yeah.
I get my clients where they want to be real fast.
I like that.
I like this confidence.
Yeah.
Can we talk about just the confidence? Women, I'm an advocate of women. I really love women, appreciate women, respect women. And it's so nice to get a healthy dose of a woman with confidence. Because I feel like society often
beats it out,
honestly, or negates it or says, no, a confident woman is a you know what.
Yeah, the B word.
Exactly. I'll try to keep it as PC as possible, but that's what it is, and it's just so nice and a breath of fresh air to have a woman with so much confidence say, I'm good at what I do.
I am. And a piece that I teach my clients is you're good at what you do does not demand your husband. It has nothing to do with him. You both can be good and be well and have a successful business and family.
We like that. Well, Evangelina, thank you so much
for having me, you guys.
Well, thank you so much.
Honestly.
Please tell our guests, listeners, where they can go out and find more information about you.
They can go to my website, evangelinahemphill.com. evangelinahemphill.com. You can go subscribe to my weekly newsletters. You can contact me to come be a host at your event. You can contact me for coaching. So reach out. Even if you send me an email to say hi, reach out. I look forward to it.
I appreciate that. Well, thank you very much for joining us. We appreciate it. Safe travels back to South Carolina.
Thank you.
All right, guys. We'll be back. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Radio V.
Trying to leave a message for my biological father. Oh, maybe that's him now.
Hi, how's everybody doing?
Doing great. Did you drive back to Texas?
Yes, I did.
Thanks for making it, though. Andy really appreciated seeing you.
I did.
It's 18 hours.
Don't you forget it.
Don't you forget it. The Shit Show with Andy Dick, Wednesday, 7 to 9 p.m. on T Radio V LA.
T Radio V.
Porn has f***ed women up.
Porn has f***ed everybody up. I don't think it's a result of porn because a lot of girls don't watch a lot of porn. I think it's more like men are turning into faggoty p***s and women are responding to that by saying like, be a man, pull my hair, smack my ass, treat me like a girl, and dominate me because that's what I like. I was with a guy for 7 years and he never did any of that to me. Like, I never wanted him to overpower me or any of that stuff. But like now that I'm not getting anything, I'm just like, you gotta like be a caveman and like throw me over a rock and just pound me until I puke.
Racial Profiling, Wednesdays at 3 p.m. on T Radio V LA.
T Radio V.
We got Scott and Brad from Slater's 50/50. What's up, you guys?
There was one thing I wanted to bring up, which was the pancake, the
fried chicken pancakes. Yeah.
What we did is we do 2 buttermilk pancakes at the bottom, 3 pieces of fried chicken, a homemade country bacon-infused gravy, and then we put, of course, bacon on top of that, fried egg, another pancake on top of that, and then real maple syrup just drown in the whole thing.
You guys, I must say, are pretty fit for eating all this
Well,
stuff.
thank you very much.
I mean,
appreciate that.
So you guys don't eat your food.
Orkin' Amazing, Mondays, 5 p.m. on T Radio V LA.
T Radio V.
For those of you that don't know Randy Blythe.
Randy Blythe is the frontman of Virginia-based heavy metal band Lamb of God. He was acquitted by a Czech court. There he is. This was
On the left.
This is what he.
He's not any of those people.
On the left, Randy
Look
Blythe.
at that girl on like
On
the
the
third.
right.
On the third to the right.
She looks pretty metal.
She does.
They formed a band shortly after this.
I can't get this on my phone! The LA Music Blog, Thursdays, 8 to 10 p.m. on T Radio V LA.
T Radio V. Radio in TV. Radio in TV.
You are on camera singing.
Welcome back. Thank you for tuning in to the Love Jays on TRadioV.com/LA. We are the Love Jays, and we just had a great segment with Evangelina. So nice. Southern Belle.
Very nice, very confident, a pleasure to have. So thank you for coming and what was I trying to say?
I don't know. Thank you
Why
for
does
coming.
this keep happening to me? My brain is just going kaplooey. But thank you for sharing your wisdom with us. That's what I wanted
without a
to
doubt.
say.
Confident businesswoman. www.evangelinahemphill.com. Check it out. We give you guys the number, and we have a caller on the line right now.
Yes.
Are you there? Hello? We're coming in.
Not yet.
Not yet.
You're
Are we good?
hacking it
Hello? Can you hear me?
Hello.
Hey,
Hi.
hello. I hear your voice. How you doing this morning?
I'm doing great. How are you guys doing?
Doing very well.
What's your name?
My name is Taji.
Taji.
All right then.
Taji, where are you calling from?
Well, I can't tell you. There's a few people that might know me.
Like that, huh? So you're like that, huh?
On the slide.
So my name is Taji, but I can't tell you where I'm calling from because
No
a few
details.
people might know me. I don't know if that's a good or
little
bad
bit.
thing.
Look, I'm gonna go with
judge.
the smart thing.
Okay, I'm not judging. I'm not judging.
What's your question?
My question is, I've been dating 2 guys at the same time,
Okay.
and I never told them. Whenever they would ask if we were exclusive, I told them we were. However, I'm at that point where I'm leaning more towards one, and I need to know how to let the other one know I'm not really interested anymore.
You're a cold piece of work.
Okay.
Dating 2 men at the same time.
Wait, you said that you did tell them that you were exclusive. You told each one that you were exclusive.
Yes. When they asked if I was seeing anyone else, I said no.
Okay.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna take this moment right now and say, men, we are not the only ones who do it. We are not the only ones. We have living proof right now. Women, attention to that.
Oh,
you hear
Taji,
this?
you are not helping me right now.
Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm taking all this glue. I'm taking this all of it. Thank you for calling.
No, this is gonna go on forever. All right, Mr. J, you can start with this.
Mr. J, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and start. So you're dating two men, told them both you're exclusive. Now you were good up until you said we are exclusive. Dating is the point of dating. To go out and meet multiple people, find out who you're interested in, and kind of weed yourself through the process, and you weed them out. And then if you get to the point where you're like, hey, there's these top two that I'm really interested in, continue on your dating, and you can finally find a weed out. But once they ask you're exclusive and you said, yes, we're exclusive, I'm not seeing somebody else, you just stepped into a whole nother can of worms. And I'm not going to say that you're wrong, but you might be wrong.
Yeah, it just sounds like you might be trying to, well, not might, you wanted to have your cake and eat it too. And, you've lied. So once you've lied, it's hard to go back from that. Because they're going to ask, well, is it someone else? And then you're going to have to say, are you going to say yes or no? That's up to you. Do you want to tell them the truth, or you just kind of want to cut ties?
I just want to cut ties. I don't feel like I should have to explain. I feel like I just want to walk away. We're not boyfriend and girlfriend. They just wanted to know if maybe I was seeing other people, and I said no as a precaution to kind of keep things calm between us.
This is hard to answer because the bias side of me wants to be like, it's okay, just let the guy go. But I know that's wrong.
Here's the thing that friends in our circle understand. Miss J is so gender biased when it comes to these types of questions.
I'm not gender biased.
Oh my goodness.
I believe that the source is different because our makeup, our biological makeup is his face right now is dumbfounded. Our biological makeup it's different.
What? Wrong is wrong.
Wrong is still wrong. Taji, you are wrong. I'm sorry. I have to tell you, woman to woman, you
Woman
shouldn't have done
woman.
that. No. I'm like, stop singing. No, I can't.
I don't.
can't right now.
I don't. Okay, now I'm gonna ask you this, Taji. If you were dating a man, and he said, hey, you asked if the two of you were exclusively dating, and then he said yes, and then later on he said, well, actually, I'm interested in seeing somebody else. How would you feel about that? I want to see how would you feel from that opposite side.
I would be happy that he told me instead of stringing me along.
So you haven't strung this brother that you're dating along, or the two brothers that you're dating along.
No, I don't think so. Not at all.
So you don't want to be strung along, but you're not okay.
Taji, you have strung them right on along.
Okay, let's dig deep. Go ahead.
They were even for a while, and then it just kind of happened. I just started liking one more than the other.
How long ago did you tell them both that you were exclusive?
One I've been seeing off and on for about 3.5 months. The other one, just about a month and a half.
And which one are you going for?
The one that I've seen for the shorter amount of time.
Oh, man, I was hoping you were going to say the opposite. I said because a month and a half is really not a long time.
Yeah.
And if someone said, are we exclusively dating out a month and a half?
But
really?
she's over the other guy. Look, they say if you are, well, for the lack of a better word, in love with two men at the same time, pick the second one, because if you were really in love with the first one, you wouldn't have been with the second one in the first place. So I think that you're making the right decision. At the end of the day, all you can do is be semi-honest like you have and let them know, like, hey, this can't go down anymore. I thought I wanted something from you and I don't. Yeah. You just can't sugarcoat when it comes to a breakup of sorts. You just gotta. Yeah, I don't think there's such thing as letting someone down easy.
No, there isn't.
There's no good way to say I don't like you anymore.
No, there's really not. So, I'm so in the middle and stuck because it's cold, but that's the purpose of dating.
No, it's not. The purpose of dating, it's not. It's a
It's to meet new
non-exclusionary
people.
agreement.
Correct.
Yes, but when you ask the question, "Are we exclusive?" the person is then supposed to be honest and say, "Okay, yes," or "No," because when the person's at that point, it typically means I want to be exclusive, or it could just be a genuine curiosity. You know, oh, okay, well, I'm only sleeping with this person. Are you only sleeping with this person? Or, I mean, it doesn't even have to be sleeping, but seeing. But you should have been on. So in the future, Taji, I'm going to need you to be a little bit more honest. So if you are seeing two people at once, let them know, like, oh, no, you know, this is not exclusive for me. I like you. You're cool. I just kind of want to see where it goes before we enter an exclusive agreement. So I think that should have been your real question. How do I tell somebody we're not exclusive?
Yeah, that's really it.
But as far as breaking it off, just break it off. Just like how you would any other thing. You don't have to tell him all your business because you already didn't. Just say, if he says, is there someone else? Say, you know, I did meet someone. And out of, hey, you can even say, out of respect for our exclusive agreement, I wanted to be honest with you. Boom.
Out of respect, there you go. I mean, you have to pick one. And you have to, and there's no nice way, no nice or easy way. Or there isn't a nice and easy way to say goodbye. So at least you've come to a decision. Exactly.
Look,
you've
I'm
come
like
to a
you now.
decision where you want to cut somebody. So sometimes you just got to do what you got to do.
Yeah. Oof.
But yeah,
Good
just
luck
don't
with
in the
that.
future. Just don't call brothers exclusive. Just like, yeah, I'm still filling you out. Find some way to loose
Don't
lip
lie.
that.
You don't make my life easier when you lie. Because I can't make women the saints I want them to be.
You can just bend the truth a little bit.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Who are you?
Well, I'm just trying to.
What do you mean bend the truth?
Not bend the truth.
No telling
Okay.
what he's been doing these 5 years.
Wow.
I'm talking about bend the truth.
Oh my goodness! Here you see the shots fired for no reason.
This
Look
is
what you
what I'm
started,
talking
Taji. You
about.
ask a question, and now she's coming here shooting off me. What have I done in the past 5 years?
Well, that's what this is what I'm talking about. This blog has helped me figure out that you are a very normal man.
I am a very.
I still love you, but you are normal. Sorry, Taji, for you being part of
So
this.
yeah, we'll stop talking over
Yeah.
you, Taji. We thank you so much for calling. But you got to break it off. You're at that point. You made up your mind, and now hopefully the new man that you decide to, or the 1 in a month, the 6-weeker guy you decide to stay with, that if you give him that exclusive title, hopefully you really do stick by that instead of being flaky like you did before.
Yeah. Well, thank you for calling, and good luck with your situation.
Thank you, Love Jays.
All right, bye.
Take care. Man, see, that's a tough question. Because you have to decide, but when the whole exclusive question. See, that it goes all back to the point of asking questions. The brother shouldn't have asked nothing.
What do you mean he shouldn't have asked? He wanted to. Oh my gosh! Like seriously, who are you? You shouldn't have asked questions. No, she shouldn't have lied. Look, for one,
You're right. Hey, can we record this? We need audio. Say that again. Say that again,
She
please.
shouldn't have lied, Taji. You shouldn't have lied. Oh, can't we all just tell the truth always?
Mm-hmm.
Look, I was just talking about at dinner. I would rather be crying over the truth than smiling over a lie. It's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. Because at the end of the day, the truth won out. He thought they were exclusive, and they weren't, and they gotta go. So
I get it. I understand. That's a tough situation, but yeah, you're right. Be honest. That's been Joy's, Miss J's policy for all 5
honesty is
years.
the best policy.
Honesty
Always.
is the best policy. Always is what she says. I have an asterisk by that, and we're going to talk about that next week. It's particularly one song that we're going to go into details about when is honesty always the best policy.
I still firmly believe it is always the best policy.
And we're sitting on the
You
opposite.
can't build a foundation on lies. You can't. Argue with me, Justin. Go for it.
I'm going to defend another side next week. We're not going to say that we can go
broke.
We can go too long.
Whatever.
We can go too long.
Well, up next we have our poet Shane Romero. Very excited to have him in the house. Stay tuned.
Radio V.
You on Dancing with the Stars?
Just dealing with the show, the drama of the show, because I'm married and I'm like, look, I've been a player, I've lived that lifestyle. Let's just dance and have fun.
Was she hitting on you like I am?
No, not hitting on me. It's just like she has to create chemistry with me.
Oh.
Most men, they don't know how to separate that line. So that's why there's a lot of divorces on the show with the men that go on there because they get confused. A lot of people go on there, they don't survive. They don't.
And they should call it Surviving Dancer.
Right, they don't survive.
Dr. Jen Jara, Thursdays 2 to 4 p.m. on T Radio V LA.
Radio V.
Speaking of bits, keep them clean. Here, would you like a hit of my bong? The water hasn't been changed since 1992.
I think sometimes it's really a nice thing to do. It's almost like changing the sheets for a guest.
Oh,
if
yeah.
you just change the water and it's like, hey, I care. You're important to me.
Could we just talk
I'm
about
gonna give you fresh bong water.
how bad bong water is? It would be the worst thing you could ever spill on your carpet.
Oh, has that happened to you?
I'd rather have someone commit suicide on my carpet than spill bong water.
God, these bitches are smoking. It's the can of bitches. Wednesday at noon, right here on T Radio VLA.
T Radio V.
We got Scott and Brad from Slater's 50/50. What's up, you guys?
There was one thing I wanted to bring up, which was the pancake, the
Fried chicken pancakes, yeah.
What we did is we do 2 buttermilk pancakes at the bottom, 3 pieces of fried chicken, the homemade country bacon-infused gravy, and then we put, of course, bacon on top of that, fried egg, another pancake on top of that, and then real maple syrup just drowning the whole thing.
You guys, I must say, are pretty fit for eating all this
Well,
stuff.
thank you very much.
I mean,
Appreciate that.
So you guys don't eat your food.
Fork and Amazing, Mondays 5 p.m. on T Radio V LA.
T Radio V.
We've all had to live on the casting couch at least briefly.
Have you really?
Yeah, we've all had to sleep with at least one casting director.
But I mean, have you ever been propositioned?
I have.
Yeah? What do you do in that situation? Do you do it?
I don't know how to tell you this, but I just do it.
Is he being serious? Okay.
Just do it.
Well, okay. When Eric and I met,
Yeah.
I was a casting director.
Oh.
The Nuzzy Show, Wednesdays 5 p.m. on T Radio V LA.
T Radio V. Radio in TV. Radio in TV.
Like the tap dancing vocal cords of Ella Fitzgerald, when I thank God for allowing me to know the delicacy of your skills. It holds sunrises that even the greatest of painters cannot recreate. I wonder what God was inspired by when crafting the masterpiece of your heart. Were your curls given to you to show people what our sound waves look like when we laugh together, or to show you that some wars are just better unpicked?
Welcome back to the Love J's on TRadioV.com/LA. That was a prayer for her by my good friend, the most talented spoken word artist, Shane Romero.
We're genuinely geeked to have you.
That
Thank
was
you
a
for coming.
lot. Thank you. I'm hyped for you guys.
I'm hyped, Shane. I'm real hype right now. I'm
Mutual
hyped.
hype is right now.
Yo, I'm so excited. I'm nervous. Like, my hands are so sweaty right now. I'm like, oh, no.
Don't be nervous. Don't be nervous. And who have you brought with you today, Shane?
Dang. So I brought Tiffany. It's mad funny that this is my ex-girlfriend bringing me to a relationship radio station because I don't drive, so she drove me here.
Aw.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I'm not even gonna ask Shane the first question.
Oh,
Tiffany,
yes.
On the spot.
ex-girlfriend, driving him to the show. So you guys are still cool? Please explain this dynamic.
Yeah.
We're really good friends. We're like best friends. We have an amazing relationship. And even though our relationship didn't work, being together, we're still really good friends. We call each other every day. He lives on the East Coast. We talk for hours.
Word, dog.
So it is possible to be friends after a breakup.
It
I
is.
think so, yeah.
And our families love each other.
Mm-hmm.
That's like impossible. You can't even end the relationship. I be wanting to like chop her in the throat. I'd be like, oh, I don't even want to deal with you right now, son. And then my mom's be like, hey, yo, how Tiffany though? I'm like, man, mom, come on, son. I'm mad at her right now. My mom's gonna mail her some treats and stuff.
Oh man, well that is so nice to see.
That's
How long were you
cute,
guys
though.
dating before you broke up? If I don't mind asking.
I know we're gonna get personal.
Yeah,
in
we
here.
can
I don't even know. Like we were so off and on, hated each other, loved each other. Like
Exactly.
our relationship just kind of been just continuous, but never together. I don't even.
I will admit it was my fault. I wasn't. I will be a woman and admit it was my fault. I wasn't at a place to be in a relationship. But Shane is such an amazing person, and he came into my life, and I kind of just, got into this relationship, and I knew I shouldn't have gotten into it, and now we went down this road.
But you guys are friends, and that's all that matters.
But you're a smart woman.
Exactly.
Let him go. Smart woman.
Yeah,
So.
we're
Go
still
ahead.
friends.
No, I'm thrown off because Tiffany's here. We were gonna ask you all these questions. I'm like,
we had it prepared, but we're going in.
We still doing the questions because we openly talk about situations we either we've ran into, we're in currently or whatnot, because each other's opinions are definitely gonna matter because we know we're looking out for each other. So questions. What's up? What you got for me?
So most important. So Shane, you are a super dope poet. We all know this. Spoken word artist. If you don't know, you're gonna know by the end of the show. When did you discover your love for writing and poetry?
I would say writing, not until actually a teacher really forced me to write. She wouldn't leave me alone. Pretty much was like, I'll fail you if you don't go with this poetry contest. And so I wrote it when I was young. And then I started doing poetry slams at 16, and that love for the stage and speaking my story just has never stopped. Yeah, it was crazy. But my first poem my mother has in her purse, I think I was 8 years old. I wrote a poem about how I'm going to get famous and take care of her. I think that's my best poem ever. I don't know what it says. Probably something corny like, mother, I think you're so pretty and I'm going to take care of you. Bye. I don't know.
But after all these years, it's still in her wallet.
It's like the ink is fading and everything. Yeah, it's crazy.
You should frame it.
I tell her that, but I don't know. I think it's like a good luck charm or something.
Yeah, she wants it with her at all times. That's really sweet.
Yeah, my mom's cute like that.
You have numerous pieces.
Yeah.
Tons of pieces. But the
dope.
main message behind every piece is usually about a woman or is about love. How did you become A, who's the woman behind the poetry?
Yeah.
B, how'd you become so passionate about love? Oh yeah, we're going in, son. We're going in, son.
Alright, so overall, I think love being is such a powerful thing. In you loving a human, loving your art, and loving yourself. Loving yourself is the main one. And so all of my poetry has always dealt with some type of love. Like I said, whether it's one of those 30 things. Yes, the woman sitting next to me, has definitely been half. I have more than half of my poetry, probably. I want to say more than half of it. So yeah, it's been my inspiration, and I don't know, love is amazing. It makes me smile.
It makes everyone smile. How does that make you feel that he can write so much about you?
So passionate.
We used to fight about it.
Oh.
I'd be like, why you still writing about me? Putting all my business out there. What happened? Like, man. But I love it. I appreciate
That's
it.
cute.
Definitely.
You literally get love letters.
I do.
Open.
Yes.
To the world.
Yeah.
Pouring out.
Exactly.
Why don't you write me some poetry?
Hey,
Shane, back me up, son. Back me up,
just
son.
a second ago, he hit them vocal cords. I was like, "Ooh, if I could sing, I would end poetry right now." Justin got vocals, and Justin's tall.
Yeah, vocals.
I'm just as tall.
I am tall. I do stand at 6'4", but I just my 6'4" goes out the window when you start speaking poetry. You can walk in the room. I can walk in.
Absolutely.
You're what? And you're not the tallest of stature. I understand that. No, shots fired, but not in a bad way. Shots fired. But you're not the tallest. But here's the thing: we may walk in, people will look at me, but if you start opening your mouth and doing poetry, I can't.
No.
I'm done, son.
His words are golden. I want to show real quick his Instagram picture from yesterday. Will you pull that up real quick?
Look at this. Look at his caption.
Dear her, I've watched the sky plagiarize your skin tone to create sunsets. Who says that? I saw that. I was like, who comes up with that? Just on there.
Well, that's actually that I can't even take full credit for that. Like whoever inspired that, the woman who inspired that, like we have to give her the credit. Like she's the one who created the imagery in my head for that.
Wow.
I just put it to a paper. I don't know.
The fact that just left your brain. We only have 5 minutes left of the show, so you gotta spit some poetry, man.
All right.
What are you gonna do for us today?
Man, we can't play like you know. All right. So this was requested. We're gonna do a poem called "After Losing a Good Woman." I'm told that us men don't know what it's like to lose a good woman, so I had to let these women know you wildin'. We do. And so this is a new poem for the listeners, people out there. So it goes like this. After losing a good woman, you will know what it's like to taste pieces of your own heart being spit up. You will realize that the skin of a man is a size too big for you, and you just altered being a boy to look better after she sweeps up the dust particles of the relationship, leftover laughs and good times you shared, and throws them out with yesterday's garbage she will call you. Before her first word, you will hear the fire backdraft into her chest. She will let you know that her lips have stains from your kisses and how bad she can't wait for them to wash away. And the thoughts of loving you are better off in a photo album in the basement of a burning house, buried in the shallow grave under the bed you used to lay on the box spring, or coffin all of the possibilities of you loving anyone like you loved her. You will just listen. It'll feel like a punch to the gut knowing everything you did that once made her laugh. She is also buried in the graveyard under the headstone lies he told. Her heart will feel like it's on a one-lane freeway driving 120 miles an hour and taking the exit. I made a fool of myself again. You will feel like you swallowed all of your teeth after she tells you she's going to curb stomp every memory of you. Months will go by. There'll be no communication between you. You will notice her in every gal you meet. This is because memories of her are anchored to the back of your eyelids. You will only sleep with other women in the dark because you don't have the courage to open up the movie screens on the back of your eyes and see that she is no longer the starring role. Skeletons will seem like dusty rose petals compared to the demons you have compiled in the ends of condoms in between bed sheets. More months will go by. There will still be a painful silence in the phone calls that aren't happening between the two of you. The delete button on your computer will look more like you the way she was able to erase you from her life. You will meet women who are the make you fall in love type just to see if they can do it. You will be the type to fall in love just to see if you can do it. Your bed sheets will continue to act as a Venus flytrap, eating up and spitting women out the next morning. Your smile will be trailing close behind them. Your heart will turn into a glue trap for a weight you don't want to carry. Your hands will become a morgue after catching all of your decomposing happiness. More months will go by. A year will go by. You will hear her faint laughter in the wind, catch a quick glimpse of some woman you think is her, getting on the A train headed uptown. Losing a good woman is like going to war and back. No one goes unwounded, and the road to recovery isn't easy. Make sure you don't ever stain her lips. In fact, make sure your kiss can paint a mirror of forever in her skin, because losing a good woman is a war within yourself you never want to fight again.
I'm done. Show's over. That's it. That's amazing. Oh, we got to show your Facebook and Twitter too. Follow Shane. Book Shane. Shane is you're a great person in general and just such a talented poet. So it's just. Yeah, I can't even. There's nothing to say after that. I don't even want to taint that with anything.
So when you said that, I'm tall, son. See that right there, just that 3-minute piece. Can't
beautiful.
Compete. Can't compete.
It's
But
beautiful.
I love you both, though.
We love you too. We appreciate that. No,
you make pain sound good.
Right? You really do.
Make pain sound good.
I make it look beautiful.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of your pieces, and especially there's one piece that I know particularly was really deep and personal for you. It was a family piece.
Yeah.
And just how deep that was, but to make it sound and not beautiful, but beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean, Fabulous said it dope. He said he turns his darkest pain into the greatest ideas, and that's what you gotta do.
Thank you so much for coming, Tiffany and Shane.
Thank you for having me.
A pleasure.
I appreciate it.
Just wonderful.
And
wonderful.
Shane lives in New York, so he's here for 2 weeks. Came back to visit us.
Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn. What up? We in the house.
Bed-Stuy, we appreciate it. Thank you so much for coming. Be sure to support Shane. Be sure to support Evangelina. We are the Love Jays. Thank you for tuning in, and we will see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
You are watching T Radio V. Radio and TV.